Hello everyone, Michael here, and this is the tutorial for Calysto Water Engine. So first, let's start by adding the plugin we require. So let's go into Edit, Plugin, make sure you have the Landscape patch, Scriptable tool, Editor mode and the tool framework, and then PCG, which is now enabled by default. Now that this is done, we'll create a new landscape. So let's go into Landscape, and then I'll just assign one of my material. So mi Calysto, and let's go with the landscape demo here, like this, and create a wheel. So now I already have the basic, and we'll have the water itself. I'll just do some shape so we can see it in action. So now that my amazing scene is done, I'm going to add the Calysto Water Engine. So you can go inside Water, Blueprint, and just add the BP Calysto Water Engine on your scene. Like this, and then I will just reset the position and increase the Z position to set my ocean level. So like this should be fine for now. I'm just doing a quick overview of the water engine with you. On your right, you have inside Calysto Water here some performance setting and the setting. So those are the most important part. In the performance, you can guess it. This is a way to tweak the performance for your water. So you can select the mesh quality, the interaction resolution, and even the interaction tick date. So you can set it to 60 FPS or even disable it. The second part in the setting is mostly if you want to use your own water. So the important part is just to add it inside the water material. And I have this one here, so I can just switch like this, and the whole water system will change. But you can see this weird part that just appeared is because right now this water material is set for another map. So if I want to fix it, I have this update water here. I can just click on it and it will set up the water for this scene. So right now there's no lake or river or anything. And after that you have this water grid size. If you want more ocean, you can just increase this number and then it will go even further. Now let's have a look at the drawing tool. You can go into selection mode and then scriptable tool, and you have three little tools right here. So let's start by drawing a lake. All I have to do is click on it, and then I can just draw a circle like this. And for the first time, it will ask if you want to add the patch on your scene. So the answer is always yes. And now you have the shape of a lake, but the water is not set yet. So remember this little button here, it's like the magic button for everything. When you want to update something, it's this button. So I just click on it, and now it's subtle because the water was very low, but we have some water here inside the lake. Same thing for the river. I will just draw something like this, hit update, and then update water again. And by the way, if you click complete instead of the update water, it will also do this update water. And the last one, I'll just do some space. The last one is really nice. It's the river pathfinding. So this one is like a smart drawing, we could say. So the goal is to replicate the behavior of a river. It will follow the slope, follow the gravity and everything. And it uses the GPU to be really fast. So the workflow is simple. Just left click somewhere and then hold Alt and then click. And you have the target goal. So you can see the river will follow the landscape itself. So then I click on generate. And if I want, I can even do left click somewhere else like this, and it will create another way. Something very interesting, let's say we click right here. You can see that it will try to reach the goal, but it can't because the landscape is really going into the other side. So it will function its own way. So those settings here, like the flow influence, gravity, and so on. So I'll just create generate again and complete. And then the river are created. So now I will just go back to the demo scene just because we see better. So I'll go back to the Calysto Water. So in the demo scene, you can see that there's some texturing that made along the shore, but also along the river and lake. So the way you can do this with any landscape material, I'll just go inside this one, open it, and go inside the main one. So you'll see there's two functions. Calysto Water Engine Shore is the most important one. It's the one that fetch the data of the water and provide everything that you need. So the way it works, you can connect your main set material attribute, set it to your MA, and then get the height if you want to do some height blending. And this part is optional. You can use your own material too, or use the landscape short texture provided. This will give you those extra texture here so you can customize your landscape. Once this is done, this will create a new material that you can reuse. For the water interaction, it's very simple. You have this demo here already done. You see that it will even follow the flow of the river. So the way to install this is just to go inside your pond character or any object that you want some interaction, blueprint and Calysto Water Pond. And all you have to do is to add the BPC Calysto Water interaction. In it, you can even customize your Niagara particle, and you can tweak it to your liking. For the water post-processing, so you already have an example set here. So if you want, you can duplicate this one or use this one directly, and make sure to add it inside your Calysto Water Engine. The reason I ask that is because when you do update, it will automatically go inside the material and set them up. And then once this is done, make sure to add it inside your post-process volume, and inside material, post-process material, create a new one and add your material. And then when this is done, it will automatically see the ocean. For the buoyancy, there's something different for the CPU part. It's a plugin that you have to download and install inside Unreal. The reason why I didn't did it in Blueprint is because it would have been very costly for the performance, and I didn't feel comfortable to release the tool like this. So I decided to do it in C++ to really get the maximum performance. So in order to get it, you can go on the documentation, and at the bottom in the requirement and project setup, you can download it here, or you can go inside the buoyancy section and you'll have another download link right here. Once this is done, you can go inside your project itself, go into content, and then show in Explorer, and right here, and then you go up one time, and then right here you can open the download, take the plugin, and just drag and drop. Once this is done, you need to restart Unreal and make sure that it is enabled inside the plugin. So now the plugin is installed. I restarted Unreal. I can go inside the add object, type Calysto, and then you have the Calysto runtime manager that I can just add to my scene. And I also have an example game mode, which is Calysto Watercraft game mode. So now I can just hit play. Oh, and I forget to remove the start, but I have a boat. So I just remove the start here, move a little bit like this, and hit play. And now I'm on a boat. And the boat can move. So now let's make something float. All I have to do is to create, let's say, one blueprint, just a simple actor, like this, float like this, and then I'll add a little static mesh. Oh, actually, I will just add a cube like this directly. I will set it as the parent. Set the scale to 5, 5 like this. Now I have this amazing cube, and then I can add the water buoyancy like this. And that's it. My iFloat is ready. So all I have to do is to add it into the scene, just a bit above the water, and then hit play. And now you can see it's not floating because I forgot to mention that physics is important. So don't do like me and enable simulate physics like this, and now it will be working. There you go. Alright, so this is a very simple quick start video. There's honestly a lot you can do with the water system. Most of it will be inside the documentation, so I really recommend you get into it. There's even some additional videos and more detail if you want, for example, to add some wetness to the rocks like this, or have something float but on the GPU. So those are some simple functions. So it's easier to show inside the text instead of doing in a video. You have some performance setting. And something that I started recently is to write the documentation in a way that an AI can easily get into it and understand. So of course, you always have the Discord if you have some question, but you can ask the AI and now it will be able to just find Calysto Water Engine documentation and tell you the information that you need. So I hope you enjoy and let me know how it goes with the tool.